Generic greetings, our trains, from the majestic chuff of steam, the fizz of electric, and finally the carcinogenic cough of diesel. One thing's for certain, I am known to enjoy the odd train game now and again. I seem to partake more as I get older, and I'm generally interested more in trains and locomotives. Maybe it's a sign of just getting on. Maybe once you hit 50, you are just drawn to standing at platforms in an anorak while it's hoying it down with rain, waiting for a train to go by so you can take photographs of it. Maybe train spotting is something you want to get into. I'm not talking about the film with Ewan McGregor about Class A substances, but the actual art of looking and spotting trains go by. Anyway, this is Train Mechanic Simulator 2017. The idea is that you will have a train come in here. Actually, it's not a train. We'll get onto that in a moment. And then you have to diagnose it. It's in the similar vein to Car Mechanic Simulator and other such games like that, which I have featured on the channel before. I thought I would check this out, and from what I've played, which is about an hour, I think it's alright, although it's a bit iffy in places, but we'll get on that later on. This isn't a preview because I've only played, like, say, about an hour, but whatever. I do have a Beverage here with me as well to help me repair said locomotives. Today, Beverage is a nice cup of tea, because what else would it be? You might notice I said locomotives, because that's what it is, I believe. It's an engine or a locomotive. It's not a train. A train is the full thing. The engine, or the bit we're repairing, is a locomotive. So technically, this should be Engine Mechanic Simulator 2017, which doesn't really make much sense because people would think it's actual, like a proper static engine. Or you could call it Locomotive Simulator 2017, but that isn't as marketable, hence why they went with train, even though it's strictly inaccurate. Right, we'll go to work order, and we can see we've got job number 4. The main railway station informed us that a locomotive pulling passenger cars has not arrived on time. Check what happened. So it does call them locomotives there. We will accept that, and it is now in progress. So what we have to do is we have to find the thing first, because sometimes you'll get jobs where they'll come in, sometimes you'll have to actually exit from here, and then it will take you into like a drivable bit. Now, this is something, it's okay, but I'm not a massive fan of it. So find the derailed train near the course. Oh, derailed now, is it? I thought it was just running a bit late. Well, of course it's running late if it's derailed. So we have to go to E4. So press on map and we'll have a look around. So this is 4 and E is over here. So it's going to be near the port. So what we need to do is head from the diesel engine depot, which we are here, and then over round to this part here. So it could be on any part of this section. So we'll go along here and that way there. So what we'll do, we'll go back and we will alter this speed. You can press WRS so you can just drag it. So we'll just put it on one level, and then you get this bit on the right hand side where you can switch the points. So the points show you where we're going to go. So this is like the different sections. This is engine depot. We've only got one route, which is this way, which is why it doesn't have a point. But this one can switch. So you can see this is going to go straight this way. You can see all on orange, but if I flick that point, you can actually see now it goes around, which is something we don't want to do, so I'm going to flick it back. There you go. So we'll zoom out, and you can have a look at the locomotive. Actually, no, it is a train, I think, now. Yeah, it's a train. We've got, it's very, very detailed, I must confess. I think this is an American set. I mean, this is an American train by the look of it, or I guess it could be Australian. It's not British, that's for sure, because it's far too big. But, yeah, you can see it's chuffing along quite nicely. Actually, when it's chuffing, it's just going, you know, there you go, carcinogens, lovely. And we've got a crane on the back as well, because this is like our repair train. The place where this is set is interesting, because if you look at the map, it is essentially just an explosion in a rail factory, because there's just lines all over the place, and it goes around rocks and castles and rivers and other such things. Like, you know, there's like big towers there, then you've got like a medieval castle over the other side, then you've got waterways, and you've got windmills. Yeah, it's obviously supposed to be not based on any real-life location, because, well, it would be absolutely insanity if it were. But it's also is presented in a very, very realistic way. Like, this is obviously a very, very highly detailed, realistic train, but the map it's set on is more like a toy box, so it's a bit jarring there. There's a big sort of shunt in what it's trying to show you, rather than well, what it's trying to be, rather than what it actually is. So, you know, it's a slightly bit of a disconnect there. But anywho, we're gonna head around, as you can see, and following this line, and we can have a look at some palm, some are there palm trees or coconut trees? Whatever. Look at that. There's some trees there that are very, very tropical. And then we've got some other trees here. Yeah, it's a bit weird, this map. Anyway, so you can see this is all in green, and we can see the derailed train there. That is definitely broken. So we'll go inside here, and then what will happen is the game will just essentially say, yes, you have found your train. Oh, hang on. Oh, I've overshot it. Okay, put the brakes on, right, reverse. You see that this disappears. all of this section here, because the points, the commands will switch based on which direction you're going, which I didn't like at first, but I am getting used to, and I do appreciate that, actually. You can also click and drag this map here, which is, again, quite good. So there we go. Right, so we will probably just stop here and press X to start the crane mode. Okay, here we go. Now, I must confess, this is something I've never used before, so, oh, right, okay, that's a thing. So, let's... do we... Oh, right, so we actually play around with the crane. Right, okay. This is a bit more interesting than the last one, because the last one I played, I just had to go to a certain area. There we go. You can see we're having to hook it up. So, the line will go down, not down. There we go. Okay, so we're doing train stuff, that's for sure. And... no, we're nowhere near that yet. Hang on, we'll just sort of swing it round. It does have nice physics there. See to attach hook. Oh, there we go. We've got it. And I'm guessing now we will have to rotate it round. Oh, you know, let's pull in this bit here. There we go. And I have a feeling this is going to... oh, that's not good. Right, can we... oh, we can literally pick the train up. Right, okay, that's a thing. Let's just raise this up and we'll literally pick the thing up and up. No, that's not working at all. Can we, there we go. There we go. Oh, there, right, sweet. Yeah, this looks safe. So I'm guessing just raise the boom out and then, yeah, are we actually lifting up an entire train? Wow, that's a fairly hefty piece of machinery. That's heavy plant right there. Okay, so it looks like the train does orient itself to the track, so we don't have to try and swing it around, which is good. And I'm guessing just gently lowering it down will put it on there. I guess I don't have to connect the points up. Yeah, there we go. We don't have to get the lines exactly right on here. Obviously, you would have lots of people pushing and shoving that, I would assume, to get it all sorted. So, tow the train to the diesel train depot, which is just back. So, can we just put it in reverse? I think we can. Let's just shove it in reverse, and we'll head back. So, we've managed to get the train, and we're going to bring it back. The locomotive, should I say. You might notice I'm now going max speed. That's because, as far as I can tell, there's no, like, derailment or anything like that, or screeching, so you can just max power it and go back where you want. I assume, I must confess, I've never put the train into max speed and done 60 kilometers on a sharp turn, which would probably send this thing... oh, yeah, that would definitely derail this thing. Oh, well, we'll just head back and go inside. That crane thing was okay. It wasn't too bad. Like I said, driving around here was a bit of a pain in the last one I played because it was... actually, we probably should put the brakes on here. Oh, there we go. Smooth. Yeah, fine. And then we'll go to the repair station. Excellent. Yes, it was a bit of taskings. It was a bit tedious having to go and find a train. You just drive around and look for it. But you know, this one was better with the crane and stuff. Okay, so we found the train. And it says, engine appears that the problem is damaged engine mountings in both trucks. So we have to repair the engine mountings in both trucks, and it's income 500. You can see we've got minimum condition for the parts needs to be 70%. Estimated cost of the repair just under 8,000 generic units of currency, and then we've got other like bonuses and stuff. So we can have a look around firstly, and you will notice that this is very, very detailed. I do appreciate the detail that's gone in this. There's three types of trains as far as I'm aware. There's diesel, electric, and steam. So yeah, that is what they have. Are those filling points or are those emergency stops? No, the emergency stop will be somewhere else. Anyway, so what we need to do is we need to inspect the train. You can see if we go around, we can you know, check all the different parts. You can mouse over them and it shows you what they are. You can press V to remove the body. By the way, this is max out graphics. The only thing I've turned off is depth of field because I personally don't like it. I don't appreciate the fact that we're wearing I don't know, when you can see there's like loads of horrible grit on our eyes. By the look of it, you can see it's very, very gritty, especially when you look at light. I don't like that. It's a stylized choice, you understand, but you can't turn it off as far as I can tell. Anyway, so you can turn the body off and you can actually see the engine in there. And technically, this is a Delta. It's a diesel electric, I guess. It's a diesel engine powering a generator, which then goes to the electric motors. So it'll be a diesel electric, a Delta, I think they're called. Anyway, so let's click on this motor truck, and then it puts us into like a swirly around mode where we can look around here. And the first thing you'll do is you will look at the actual parts. So you can see like they're a bit rusty, they're a bit broken. That'll indicate roughly what's there, and that on top with the work order will give you an idea of what you need to repair. But what we can do is we can go to mode 3, which is testing mode, and you can click and hold, and what that does is inspect the parts, and if it's green it means it's okay. So that's fine. These ones seem to be okay, but as you can see from the left and right, these mountings here look a bit rusty, so we'll click on that and boom, it goes red. Yes, so we know that that's broke, and to be fair, we were already told that anyway. So we'll click on that one, and there you go, 2 engine mountings, job done. So we need to remove the mountings, either repair them or get new ones. So we've got disassembly mode, which is number 1. Click on that, and you can see straight away it won't let us do it. When you mouse over the part, it shows you what needs to be removed first. So we actually need to remove the brackets, which we'll click on that, and then we have to unscrew all of these, and you just click and hold and remove them all. Now, what you can do later on in the game when you get a certain amount of money is upgrade your, essentially, I wouldn't say your spanner, but you get like an upgrade to get like a pneumatic gun, so it's like the air guns, you know, when you just remove the things straight off. Strange that I could have used all the proper wordings, but if I just go, you know, the gun that goes, and you probably understand which one it is. Anyway, and we'll remove all. Good grief, how many screws are this? Well, to be fair, it's holding on an entire mounting and stuff, so yeah, you probably want more than a couple of screws. Just one circlip will do the job. No, I don't think that will. And there we go, that should be removed. Excellent. So we'll do the same on the other side, and again, we'll click on that. And this one doesn't have mountings on the front like the other one does. It's just straight away. Take the 4 bolts off, and then we should be able to get this entire thing off. There we go. Right, so we'll click escape, and we are back to running around. So you have 3 different workbenches. You've got your electrical workbench, your mechanical workbench, and your hydraulics workbench. And you can go to each one and repair whatever part it is. So if you're repairing the brake or hydraulic systems, then obviously we've got the hydraulic one. Repairing electric stuff, this one, and anything else, it's the mechanics workbench. So what it allows you to do is repair these mountings, and each repair each part has a percentage of degradation. So this is on 17% of its overall health or wear. So it's very, very low, and we need to be minimum 70%, and we can repair it. It's going to cost 1,126 generic units of currency. Actually, that's a dollar symbol, isn't it? With dollars. And there's a percent chance, so 66% to actually repair that. So what I'm going to do, instead of repairing that right now, I'm going to press T for tablet, and I'm just going to see just how much these parts would be. So mount, filter that, and no, it won't be an engine, will it? It'll actually be in mechanical, so mountings, it is 1,600 for a brand new mounting. Okay. So 1,600 versus 1,100 with a 66% chance to repair. If we fail one of those, then it can break the part, which means, is it better me just buying new parts? There's another thing I can do, actually. I could probably go to improve the workshop and upgrade my mechanics workbench, and that increases the possibility repair chance, and it's costed 800. You've got like an overall personal level of expenditure, like your cash, you have it's your personal reserve, essentially. So I'm going to upgrade that, and probably upgrade the air gun as well. So that should hopefully give me a better repair chance. There you go, 100% chance. So it's actually much better for me to repair that now, and then you can say success. Fully functional, excellent. Same thing for this other engine mounting, and job done. And there we go. So we'll close that, and we'll go over to this. We'll click on the center bit, and then go to installation mode, which is number 2. And again, it highlights the sections that do need to be equipped. The camera controls are a bit dodgy on this one. It's WS and D to rotate around a central point, and then the middle mouse holding to drag around and scroll to move in and out. It does take a bit of getting used to, but you know, it's okay. I would probably prefer just the whole WSD and then shift and space to move around. Maybe you can alter controls, maybe not, but to be honest, once you get used to it, it's fine. Like I said, it's very, very similar, and obviously follows the same formula as the Car Mechanic Simulator, which I think is the same publisher anyway, so you know, you could sort of understand that. But I did like that. I haven't played the latest Car Mechanic Simulator. I think it's 2016 now, but obviously they've been updating it in 2017. I think I played 15, and I quite enjoyed it. I did find it was slightly tedious, like some of the stuff, but I guess it is these type of games, they are essentially, well, it's a point-and-click adventure game. It's use wrench on this, or use, you know, inspect this, inspect, and then, you know, move along. But it's the, if you enjoy the art of that, then is there any problem? I don't think so. And it being locomotives, I do find it a little bit more interesting than cars. Although it does seem to be, I wouldn't say bare bones, this game, and obviously I've only played just under an hour, or maybe just over an hour now, but it does seem to be that with only 3 trains and only 3 workbenches and well, just a couple of bits in the pad, it does seem to be a bit like lacking there. You know, I don't know if there would be. I know in the car games you can like tune different cars. Obviously, you're not going to tune a train unless you're going for a race train, which I don't think that even exists. And if it doesn't, why? Although Top Gear did do something similar to that with a sports train, but that's another story. Yeah, there'll be other stuff you can do, but like you know, either way, I don't know if it's if they're going to expand on it. One would hope that they do. Anyway, that seems to be about right. Let's just go over to our job order on M, and it says other stuff not found. Damage engine mountings on both trucks. Ah, right. Okay, so we need to do this one as well. Right, fine. So I guess it's the same sort of thing then. So we'll just go to testing mode, and then that one. Am I missing something else? It looks like those joints are a bit worn as well. Ah, yes, the joints are worn on that one. Ah, that's why. If I go to escape and over to this, you can see it says this one. I knew it said there was mountings broken, and I checked these mountings and I counted that would be 4 because it's only got 4 mountings. So what's the other 2? It's obviously the brackets. Okay, fine. At least we've got that one. So we'll go to disassembly. I'm pressing the wrong buttons here. There we are. And then we will remove this. It would be really, really nice to automatically remove these, which is why you can upgrade your wrench tool. But yeah, more upgrades later on would be quite nice. You know, like being able to just go click and then it goes woo, woo, and do it automatically. That would be very, very nice. Maybe that's like a level 5 upgrade. I very much doubt it though. I think it's just an upgrade in terms of speed for removing it manually. But there you go. It is what it is. Got some nice calming music on now. Lovely, lovely. Apart from the weird guitarist that the guy was kicking out a second ago. There we are. Move over to here. Click on that one and remove it. Alright. See, this is an apprentice job, this. Get them to remove the get them to remove the wheels while, you know, I'm drinking tea. That would be quite nice. Can you actually go underneath it? Oh, you can. Look at that. There's no real point in it other than the art of doing. There's also no lights in here. Literally unplayable. Right, so let's see if we can repair these things. So we'll go over to that, and yes, we can. It's easy to repair, no problem whatsoever. And we'll repair all of the mountings and everything else. Only costs a little bit to repair these. There you go. And fine. And finally this one here, which is 100% chance. So upgrading my workbench was the right thing to do. If I didn't upgrade that, then there was a 1 in 3 chance that I would fail the repair, and that would then essentially make me go bankrupt. I don't know if it would go I would go bankrupt, but I would certainly not let me just move the camera over here. It's a little bit easier for one to see. There you go. Yeah, I don't know if I'd go bankrupt, but I wouldn't make any money, which is something you don't want to do. I assume we're not a private enterprise. Oh well, if it was in, you know, if it was in the UK, it would be, because, you know, everything's getting privatized. There we go. And we'll shove these on here. I remember watching a documentary about the Flying Scotsman, and it was about the repair of it before it was sort of put back on to running order a couple of years ago, and it was about the people involved doing it and such. And there was a guy, I think he was only about probably 18 or 19, and he's going through an apprenticeship there, and he was just saying, like, you know what, I'm bound to work in the morning. Like, I get up, I go and I work on a steam train. And I'm thinking, you know what? I really wish I could have done that when I was younger. That would have been fantastic. Being able to do that, I mean, what an opportunity, you know. That's job satisfaction right there, isn't it? Working. What do you do? I work in a call centre. What do you do? I work in a fast food restaurant. What do you do? I'm repairing the Flying Scotsman. Wow. Bye is the walk off. Because you're they're going to talk about trains. Walk away. Anyway, let's go on to our job listings. And as you can see, we have completed both of the tasks and all of the parts are completed with the conditions ticked. And you can see the minimum part condition, 70%. We've got them at all to 100 because of our repair skills. Because we have the skills to pay the bills. And in fact, we do because as you can see, we got a nice little bonus for it being low cost. Finish the order, and there's £2 income. And choo-choo, it's off out. There we go. So, income, 500. Bonus, 500. Bonus for low cost, 100. £2 in total. Remember, use your own cash to improve the workshop. Yes, I know, you keep telling me that every time. Excellent. Should we see what the next job is? I don't know if we'll do it, but we'll have a look what the next job is. Ooh, there's 3 of them. So, job number 5. The locomotive was damaged during transportation of goods. The rear truck is damaged and requires urgent repair. Job number 6, the locomotive drove over something lying on the tracks. The front truck of the wheel set axle requires servicing. Job number 7, the locomotive stopped on the tracks and cannot move. It appears that there is a problem with the traction motors and must be towed to the workshop. I'm not going to do that one because I don't want to go back out again. I want to do one of these. So, damage during transport of goods. Rear truck is damaged and requires urgent repair. And this one is wheel set. I think we'll go with I'll just go for that job there because why not? And then you can see it brings it in. Oh, it's green. Very, very nice. So, make necessary repairs to the truck assembly. Remember to check all of the relevant elements that could be damaged. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts that are damaged. Okay, so we'll click tablet and then we'll go to our improve workshop. And do we want to improve one of these? You know what? I'm not going to improve those just yet because we might end up finding something that's a bit knackered. And oh god, everything's broke here. Let's just go to testing mode and we can see that those wheels, well, we actually doesn't look like the wheels. The wheels look okay. Yeah, the wheels are okay. I'll check the chassis. What was it again? Let's have a quick look. No, the truck assembly. All the relevant elements. Truck assembly. This is the front. Yeah, this is the front. So what? The truck assembly. What could be damaged? Could be the springs. If they've taken too much shock, then perhaps those could have taken it. No, they seem to be okay. Right, what else? Let's have a quick zoom around. Can we go underneath? Can we actually? Yeah, well, it looks like we are going to go underneath. Probably a better way to do it. And here we go. And, oh no, it goes around. It doesn't really matter because it changes it to there. There's brakes. I don't think they'll be damaged. What about the axle box? I mean, if anything, it would be the springs. Oh no, maybe the dampers. Oh, only dampeners. Oh, we got. Oh, I think it's going to be the dampeners. No, axle box. Springs? Okay. I would have thought that the damper had been wrecked, but no, apparently not. I'm just randomly checking different parts. What else have we got? Electric mountain brackets. It's not going to be those. I guess we'll just keep checking everything then. Nope. Nope, nothing there. Keep going around. I mean, if everything's green, it could be the other side. I'll tell you what. We'll go to the other side and we'll see what we see here. I mean, this might be a better choice anyway. Check to see if there's anything rusty. Oh, that looks broken. Yeah, that looks very broken. Oh yeah, okay, so that's broken. Yeah, okay, so it's this one. So that's broke. Yeah. So we just check this one. I guess it's just a case of going around. What about the frame? Frame chassis is okay. The frame's fine. So we're looking for a total of 8 parts. We'll check the springs on these sections. That looks rusty to me, and it is. Right. Okay. So this is going to be a bit of a task to repair all of those. What about go for the axle? Yep. Repair this spring. Oh no, that's fine. Any rust elsewhere that you can see? Guess we'll have to check that. Yeah, that one's broke. Sometimes the rust doesn't show. It doesn't show if it's if the condition isn't terrible, it won't show everything. That's a brake caliper. That was the first mission, I think, the brake calipers. So we'll just have to check all of these. Total of 8 parts, I think it said. But I mean, you can see that it is just point-and-click adventure game from this point onwards. You know, I can inspect, 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 and just keep going around. Looks like the motor housing's alright. All of that. What about the mountings? Mounting brackets seem to be A-okay. So total is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts so far. We'll check the back here. And we'll check all the springs. So far the springs have been okay. I mean, you would assume that if there's been damage to the axles, the springs would take the... Well, they're there to take the shock out of it. To take the brunt of the damage, but... Yeah, so they're hydraulics for brakes, you see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to have to repair the lot, aren't I? Or check the lot. I don't think the brake lines will be damaged. Oh, yes, they are. Oh, the damage, right. So this area is absolutely... It's ruined some of this. So we're just going to check absolutely everything. This is going to be a massive job. There you go. Yeah, it's all sorts of stuff. I mean, this is a write-off. You'd red ticket this if you saw this. You'd be like, nope, nope, nope. It's not going back on the line. No way. In fact, you know, burn it. Burn it, because if you know, put it away somewhere, you might find it again and use it. I should really count just how many parts are left, but we might as well... We've almost finished checking the lot anyway, so we might as well check everything. And I think that is everything. 1, 2, 3, 4... Hang on. 4... 5... 6, 7, one more. Typical, the last part I actually check. Right, so we found all of the parts. Are they symmetrical, like in terms of damage? No, not quite, not quite. This hydraulic brake causes damage, whereas that steel and rubber springs is broken. Right, so we'll need to start removing these. So we'll go to disassembly, and I keep pressing F1 rather than 1, and we'll remove this. Only 2 bolts. I can't imagine taking that off while the train is here would be fantastic. We'll go to seat condition, and that's much easier to see. We'll take this off. And the good part is I assume that, yeah, we don't have to take... Or some of these are connected to each other, so, you know, to take that off, yeah, you have to take that one off, and it's damaged anyway, so that makes sense for us. That's fine. So, pull that off. This can come out. Don't know if we're going to repair these. We'll have to see. You wouldn't... I don't think you would ever repair a hydraulic hose. You would just get a new one. Oh, God. I'm going to have to remove the entire piston assembly now. Great. I refuse to accept that you need to remove that entire thing. You would just take that bolt out and that bolt out, and then they would drop down, or you would retract the hydraulics, but whatever. This is the same thing I had with the car simulator game. It's like, hang on, I can fit that out, I can bodge that out, it's fine. Not that we want to bodge anything to do with a train, you understand, but still. Right, come on. Okay, over the side then. Spinny roundy roundy. And over here, finally the last bit. And we have to take the line. Oh, we have to take all this off. There's loads of parts to get into it. Just modern machinery. It's not built to be repaired. It's built to be deliberately annoying. Oh, you want to get to the water pump in that engine, do you? Right. Well, you're gonna have to take the entire block out to get to it. What? Why would you want to do that? Because then we can charge you loads of money to repair it. Conspiracy. Okay, so hydraulics. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's broken. Okay, what I'll do, tablet, improve workshop, and improve hydraulics. And we'll leave it there. Hydraulics, so, oh, still dampener. It's still gonna, the damper, I call it dampener, it's actually a damper. It's gonna cost a bit to repair that. This one, repair steel and rubber springs, is $3 grand. How much is it to just buy? Hang on, so it's mechanical, rub, filter, and $6 grand. Okay, yeah, we're definitely repairing that, so it's 100% chance, so there's no problem there. And we've got a axle box, which is 66% chance. That's a bit risky. And, oh, we can get the piston connector, which is 100% chance. That's fine. Anything we can repair with 100% chance is something we will do. Anything that's riskier, we will probably not gamble with it, because I don't think that's the right choice. So we've got another axle box. Yes, we'll repair that. Ooh, 66% chance, but we did it. Okay. I was going to gamble just to see if it did fail, and just see what would happen. So hydraulics workbench, 66% chance for the damper. Let's see, how much was that? It's $3,000, so it is in. It's not in fuel. It'll be in dampen. Okay, that doesn't exist apparently. The damper of axle box, right? So. Is it in here? Yeah, okay, that's apparently hydraulic, even though you repair it for the hydraulic section, but if you're going to buy it on your tablet, it's in the mechanical section. At least there's consistency then. $5,000. I'm going to buy one. How many do I need? We need 2. And I'll sell the others. Okay. And then at least I'll show you how to sell stuff. So we'll search that 1, 2, order that. Yes, that's ordered. We can press I for inventory and you can sell the others. So we'll sell this crappy one and that crappy one, which we don't need. Finally, we've got the hydraulic brake hoses, which we will sell. We're not going to. We're not going to try and repair those. And that I think that's it. So let's just see if we can fix this over. So we'll go to installation mode, which we'll put in this thing. And let's hope we put things in the right order. It shouldn't let us put them in the wrong order, one would assume. And we'll just put these on. Now, these are 90%. I mean, so your job isn't to fully get everything to 100%. It's to get everything repaired to the specification, which is... I didn't actually check what the specification was. I think it'll probably be about 70% repair. There is a binary combination of repaired or not repaired in this. So if you fail your repair, I believe it can break the part. But if you pass, it brings it between 90 and 100%. I would have thought that the better way to do it would... I wouldn't say to have a mini game or anything like that, but you would think there would be like a risk versus reward, like what your aim repair is. Like, do you want to try and get it to just the minimum or not? So you would say something like, what we need to get is at least 70%. I'm going to aim for 80% repair rate with a tolerance of XYZ, and it would cost more to repair based on what you're... So if you're trying to repair everything to 100%, obviously that would cost more than just getting it to spec. But then there might be a high chance of failure if you have it at a lower rate. So I don't know. Maybe that would have been a more interesting choice, because then it does give you some choice other than the pass or fail combination that this gives you. This doesn't offer you any choice. The choice it's offered you is binary. Do you want to attempt it or not? And it gives you essentially a roll of a dice. Whereas being able to choose your risk, then, more choice is good. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, it looks like we've got a damp axle box. Oh yeah, I haven't put 2 of the parts on. Where are they? There they are. I'm going to say I haven't put all of the parts on here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, spinny round, clicky, and then select that. So I've taken most of this apart now. I wonder if you have to change the entire chassis. That would be a nightmare, because you would have to do the lot. That's it. Finish order. And there you go. There goes the locomotive. Income is 500. Bonus for complete achievement 500. Bonus for low cost 1,000. Total is 2,000. And there you go. That is another engine out the door. And that is Train Mechanic Simulator 2017, which should be called Locomotive/Engine Mechanic Simulator 2017, or whatever the date that you're playing this on, or whatever. Either way, I quite like it. It's flawed, because at the end of the day, it is taskings. It is one of those games that is click and hold, click and hold, click and hold. That's all it really, that's all it really is. There's very little choice in the matter. It is something that I think people may get bored with very quickly, but the subject material's good. The graphics are quite nice. The moment to moment of just ripping parts off and putting them back on is hit and miss. It depends on it really depends on whether you like that. But you can say that. I guess that's not really a helpful comment because you can say that about pretty much anything. But yeah, the game is what it is. The car one I played 4 or 5 hours of before really getting tired with it, and I know the new game does have lots of options for tuning and things like that, which gives you more choice. This one is more like the 2015, where it is just a case of you check parts, you move it off. I do like the upgrade system, although I really wish it was massively more expanded. It is very, very, very bare bones stuff. Again, things like that maybe could have done with a bit more on it. The driving around in the world and picking up the crane was quite interesting, but the other driving around, I think it could probably get a bit tedious at times. But either way, if this is something for you, then links are in the description so you can check it out yourself. I think this is, so far, I guess, you're pretty much going to be doing more of the same, more of that. And if you like the idea of that and you like the trains, then that's cool. I really want to try the electric and, more importantly, the steam one. Trying in the steam one might give you more options, which would be fairly cool. But yeah, there you go. As always, hope you have enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.